from Macrobius. Little Red Devil into third, but General James too good. General James, a length and 3/4 over Macrobius. Intrigo in front. She is all out, but she's going to win it. Intrigo all the way by 3/4 to Gigi Girl.
Yeah, close but no cigar this week. The horse was racing really well, just had not a lot of luck. But anyway, pretty close to the mark. Welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Yeah, we had a reasonable week, had about 5 or 6 runners, and most of them raced really well. Both Macrobius and Severn Road at Geelong went really well. As I said last week, keep an eye on Severn Road. I reckon he's flying. And for him to step out in a 1200 metre race, and I'm not sure what his sectionals were, but he really zipped home. Probably go to a 14 and maybe then a 16, and then make sure you don't miss the boat because he will be winning. Macrobius, yeah, you know, he's a bit of one of those horses. He's had 18 starts now and only won the one race, but he's very competitive, and anything we run him in, he will probably go to the synthetic final series now. And I think he ran 3rd or 4th in it last year, and he's certainly going every bit as good this year, so hopefully he can do something similar. Yeah, we had a couple in town. Might have missed, very disappointing, and has pulled up just from it, so she'll go for a little holiday. Ton of ability, that horse. Is just a really young horse that's still growing, so she'll have a little holiday and come back late in the spring and race all through the summer. But yeah, nice horse. The other two, Cool World, geez, he got a mile back. He must have been 20 lengths off him at one stage and ran 4th in the heavy going, and probably, I wouldn't say I wasn't happy with the ride, but I thought it was a bit of a negative ride from Michael Walker. I'm sure if he had his time over again, he would have posied up a bit closer. Maybe horse would have finished a bit closer. And Gigi Girl, you know, she was all over the winner. It was a bit of a... that time of the day, there's sort of everything on the fence in front won, and she sort of tried hard and only got beat probably half a length or a neck or something, and tried really hard. You know, that's her grade, those mares sort of midweek seedy grade races. She's had 2 starts in town now and has run second both times, so she's knocking on the door. She might be really well placed maybe down in Adelaide, or just keep her going in those midweek races. Yeah, now this week's runners, Monday to Chuka in a mile maiden. We'll take Stenson up. He's been balloted out 3 or 4 times, this poor horse, so we're just having to take what we can get. So I've got him in a mile maiden at a Chuka on Monday. Hopefully he gets a run. We'll go forward on him and try and lead on him, and or even sit outside the leader. He just seems to, when he gets cover, the riders say he switches off, and so he just needs to have plenty of fresh air. So we'll give him that. He should get a comfortable lead over a mile, I think, but hopefully he'll get a run there. If not, he'll go up to Murtoa on Tuesday, where we'll also have Miss Spiel in. She seems to be going really good. Once again, she's been balloted 3 times and just needs to get a run. So hopefully those horses will all sort of get runs up there. We'll also take Brianna up there in a Super Vobus maiden. She's sort of been set for this sort of race. Last start, she ran a really good race over a mile, got to the line strong. She'll now go up to 2,000 metres, and she should be pretty hard to beat up there. You know, these Vobus staying races, it's a great initiative. Certainly gives you a chance to give a horse time, get them up as staying horses, and still eligible for the Vobus bonus, which is great.
Hi everyone, I had a pretty quiet week last week as I was at apprentice school for 2 days, so had no luck last week with a couple of seconds, one of them being Black Ziggy, another second for her. She just can't quite get there. Coming up this week on Friday, I'll be heading to Pakenham. I have a couple of rides there, one of them being Fame List for Gary Carson. So I won on the horse last start, so we've drawn wide, but I would think that she'd be pretty hard to beat. And then on Sunday, I'm heading to Warwicknabeal. Have a few nice rides there, so keep an eye on them. And then Monday, I'm heading to Wagga for Real Calm, hoping for a hat trick on her. I've won on her the last 2 starts, and I'm hoping to have another win on her. On Tuesday is Murtoa, so I have a few rides there. Just all my rides are below as per usual, so keep an eye on them, and I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, this week's horse of the week's a horse called Spherical. He showed us plenty last time. He was probably a bit stiff not to win quite a few races. He was short, sort of second, thirds, wasn't beaten far at all, and just over a real trip. So he'll step out the next couple of weeks or so, probably next week. I won't muck around with him, get him to a 13 or 1400 metre race first up, and then get him up over a big trip. But all he was doing last time was just sitting too far back in the run and giving him start and sort of hammering home and only narrowly getting beaten. So we're just going to really try and concentrate on riding him a little bit closer, and if we can box seat him in a few races, I've no doubt he'll win plenty of races. But nice, sound, healthy horse called Spherical. And the financial year this week, and Pete's at home counting all his money, probably up in the castle counting all his money. So anyway, here's his tips this week. He's got a Morpheville first up, race 9, number 1's his best bet, Chamoy Road. His best each way is at Flemington race 7, number 3, Chance to Dance, and his long shot 25 to 1. Number 4 race, Flemington race 4, number 10, Cha Chang, 25 to 1. Pete, have plenty on it. Your profits this year. Good luck, good punting, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, that's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Very interesting. I was at the races yesterday and got told that Steve Richards had been kicked by a horse and had to have his spleen removed. So hopefully you get well soon, Steve. It is quite interesting that I hadn't heard anything about it, and a few people I asked about it also hadn't heard. If that was a jockey, it would have been front page of the paper. So interesting. I know even when I broke my neck, I still haven't had a phone call from the Trainers Association or Racing Victoria. Yet if I was a jockey, no doubt we would have got all the support from the VJA. But interesting how the industry works. Till next week, see you later.
No, I shouldn't. Okay. And I'm hoping for him. Sorry. I kept stuttering. Last week, Monday, duh.
Yeah, trackside tips this week. Pete's not overseas at all. He's only in Perth.